Hannah's here again. Look at that beautiful pizza. A margarita. Goodness gracious. The mozzarella cheese and tomatoes. Goodness gracious. Now, I'm going to tell you, excuse me, a story. And don't call me an ism and an ist or anything else. I'm going to tell you stories. It's factually what happened to me. Right? So you can like it or lump it, but that's what bloody happened. I have a local pizza place, and they've been there for, I don't know, we've ordered from them for many years, 20, 25 years probably. It's changed hands, and it's not got better, let's say. And it was a good starting place, but it's not got better. You know what I mean? But, it's the lazy, idle convenience. I don't know. Anyway, I ordered the usual, 3 or 4 weeks ago, before Christmas. And, this bloody bloke turned up, and he looked like a bloody street urchin. Hey, he looked like he needed a good bloody wash. He looks like he needed his clothes washing. And when you're having food delivered, you think, oh God, it puts you off your food. All right, you think, oh God, I'm not saying he smelt. I'm not saying that. I don't know whether he did. He didn't. Anyway. And I remembered him. It was sort of you'll probably call me an ism for this, but it was sort of a dark-skinned chappy. He wasn't black, if I can say that, but you know what I mean. He was not white, but he was, Anyway, so I don't want to be racist, because everybody will say, you're racist for saying he's not this or he's that and that. Anyway, me being me, like a bloody daft twat I am, I felt a bit, and not being patronising, I felt a bit sorry for him because he looked dishevelled. That's a good word. He looked dishevelled. And he looked bemused. He looked like he didn't know what the hell was going on. So I gave him a couple of quid extra tip. So he ended up with like £4 extra tip, which is quite a lot when you only ordered one bloody pizza for, what it was, 16 quid. Anyway, a few days later, I have to go to post office to post some, items that I sell. And, he was, how they have different kiosks for different things at different post offices. Anyway, I thought, and he couldn't speak a word of bloody English. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And I thought, I know you, I've seen you before. And then anyway, the penny dropped in Hammers' simpleton brain. And I thought, you delivered my pizza last week or week before, whenever it was. And I thought, goodness gracious, you know what he was doing there? He'd got a letter, and I heard, because he was bloody... Well, he could speak English, to be fair, broke the English. But the lady behind the counter must have said, and don't take me wrong, she must have said 6 times the same answer, and he didn't get it. Or he didn't want to get it. I'm maybe naive. But he says, I want a driving licence. And she says, well, you have to apply to Swansea. And he says, he's got this bloody brown envelope, which I guess was from DVLA. And he says, well, it's here, and it's here. And she says, no, you've got to apply to Swansea for a driving licence. Now, God knows what he's got in his hand. But anyway, rambling on, do you think what I've just said? You're applying for a driving licence, and he was delivering my pizza a week ago. Eh? Now, I don't know what's going on here. But... somebody, you can make your own assumptions. A bloke who can't speak much English, looks really worn out and dishevelled and, can't speak English and what and the rest of it. I'm not saying, you can't speak English, you're a bad person. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, he comes out and he says, he didn't have a smile on his face, you know what I mean? He's a representative of the pizza company, and I'm not saying they should come with a bloody shirt and tie, but he grunted like, yeah, and I felt a bit sorry for him. I thought, what the hell's up with this bloke? He's on hard times. Anyway, then I say, and a couple of weeks later, I saw him at bloody post office, and he could not grasp that he had to contact a certain department at DVLA in Swansea to get a driving licence. So that's bad enough, but it's bloody delivering pizzas to me, and I'm paying for it. So it made me wonder, is this slave labour or what is going on? You know what I mean? Because about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, when I've been with this piece of company for many years, I'm not going to name them, and I don't have it very often, probably once every 5 or 6 weeks. And there used to be a lovely lady came, and she was always polite and smiling, and I always gave her a nice tip. And she was clearly English or British, or English, would suggest. And ever since then, we've not had that sort of person. So, and anyway, this tipped the bloody bucket over. When he get this bloody bloke, he came, and I was not suspicious, but I thought, what the hell? He grunts and he looks like he needs a damn good bloody wash, and his clothes look like they've been through bloody World War II. And then I see him at bloody post office. He's struggling to communicate with the post office lady who's trying to help him. And he's saying, a driving licence. And she says, well, that's not what you've got. The paperwork says you need to contact such whoever. So, point A, I don't know what point A is. I don't even know what point B is. But how the hell is he delivering pizzas when he's not got a bloody driving licence and can't speak speaks very little English? So I don't know what's going on here, You can put your thinking cap on and make steam come out your ears. You know what I mean? Anyway, it spoilt me bloody pizza. You know what? When I saw him in bloody, post office, I says, right. I didn't speak to him. He was outside of me, but I could hear auto going off. And I thought, right, I ain't ordering from you lot anymore. I'm done. And I've been with him for 25, 30 years. Me and my late wife, we used to order him from many, many years. Many years, probably 30 years ago. They've changed hands and it's got worse, like everything does. But, you stick with what you know. But after I saw that, you've got a bloody delivery driver who cannot speak hardly any English, and he's not even got a bloody driving licence. God, rant over hammers. But I wonder what's going on here. Hey, does he pay national insurance? Does he pay income tax? I don't know. It's a rhetorical question. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Ta-ra! Zodiac.